Hello, everybody, and welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good evening. It's day 185. That's 185 consecutive days of
Not
RobLynn
not
Live.
too shabby.
Not too shabby. She's on a roll tonight, this morning. It's the 19th day of February, 2023, and you're watching RobLynn Live, coming to you from the Berg, St. Petersburg, Florida. Welcome, everybody. We'd like to talk a little bit about Saturday's events. At 10:15 yesterday morning, we had Marty DeGarmo. He warmed us all up for OConnect and for the Burge Light Show. Also at 10:15, we had the O Women to Wow Women webinar that was widely attended as well. 11 a.m. brought us Redfern, continued warming us all up for Saturday's big event. At 10:55 a.m. Eastern Time, the Burj Khalifa Light Show. And what a light show that was. Holy
I
moly.
liked it. It was special.
And there was nothing held back. The world saw OConnect yesterday. Unbelievable. As Marty says, unfreaking believable.
As Marty says.
At 12:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, OConnect was delayed a little bit for some technical issues, but Super Saturday.
It was great.
With over 22,800 attendees and approximately 25 speakers, plus the one and only Ash Mufareh, the one and only Dr. Soha, the one and only Mohammed Kamal. Fire, a lot of fires were put out this morning. They used that sound effect, fire.
It's Mohammed Kamal.
It was Mohammed Kamal, and it was great. It was great.
Makes you chuckle, I tell you.
22,800. It's already past the Z people. So no more Z for us. We're on to the O. OConnect, all aboard. As you can see, OConnect connecting the world, as the caps say. Nice red, which is Ash's favorite, with the white etching or stitching. And now, just past midnight, Sunday morning, you are tuned into your number one and only one late night chat, RobLynn Live with Ollie, the Wonder Dog. And there's 138 already here. They didn't come to see me. They came to see the OTech Pros.
Yes,
well,
we know that.
Please, thank you so much. Please keep all you know who are either ill or recovering from an accident in your prayers, and send out a special prayer, love light, as well to our through our warriors. We have a prayer warrior group around the world. From RobLynn Live for Ash Mufareh, who's still a bit under the weather and recovering, and also on the mend, as well as Chris Grandpa Johnson. Anyone else that we know of offhand we need to send out prayers to?
Greg's recovering. Amy Wiedecke's dad is out of the hospital.
Okay. How about David Rozowski, who fell?
He slipped, I think. Yeah.
Slipped?
He said he's okay. You know, he hurts, but it's not severe, he was saying, I think.
Okay.
Didn't break anything, I think.
All right. And let's remind everybody, if we may, to please subscribe to Lynn's YouTube channel and ring the bell to get notified whenever Lynn goes live, posts videos, etc., etc. And of course, give her a thumbs up, not a thumbs down, not one of these to the side, one of these.
Let's see how many likes we can get tonight.
We're looking for 200 likes tonight. I think we'll make it. We've got some special guests on, which we'll introduce them in just a moment.
They're waiting to come in.
They are in the backdrop, waiting in the backstage in StreamYard. What better way than to kick off the 185th edition of RobLynn Live than with introducing our very own OTech Pros, featuring Collins Mana, Vincent Ete, and Oliver Fonte.
Good job.
And we will bring them in just a moment. Now, our plan, we have a plan as we usually do,
Mhm.
is to have an open discussion with you guys. Your questions and comments are welcome and will be highlighted for our guests who are joining us via StreamYard panelist list links, not
Yes, they
list.
are.
Deep, 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 deep. Panelist links.
Mhm.
Take it away, fellas. And yes, let's have guesses on the background as well. And look out. First boy is probably here this morning, and Alex is on the prowl.
He is raring to win.
And briefly, let me say, as a reminder, expect Red and Marty to do recaps of today's events at the Burj and with OConnect, likely at their normal times. Red at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, I believe, and Martin, Grandpa, Pop DeGarmo at noon.
Mhm.
Then, one more time, let's remind everybody at 2 p.m., Heroes webinar with Collins, Andy, Lynn, Sister Comfort, etc., 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 etc.
Did you mention one global movement at 11 a.m.?
I did not mention one global movement at 11 a.m. with Yvonne, if I'm not mistaken,
Yvonne Mundi
and Davina and yourself as well.
will be helping out. So we're
You'll
not
be helping out.
definitely not the stars, but we will be
All right,
there
well, let's
to
bring on the
support.
superstars of tech within. Oh, tech bros.
Here they come, and Vincent will be joining us in a few minutes. But we've got Oliver Fonte from the United States and Collins Mana from UK, and they are coming in. Here we go.
Does that mean we are fine because Oliver's here?
Yeah, I would say so.
All right. Oliver, I guess
All
we're fine.
right.
You're here. And Collins, we're even refined because you're here.
Yeah.
Morning, fellas. It's morning everywhere.
Yeah, it's morning, early morning here, 5:14. But it's great because without Onpassive, with Onpassive, we can't sleep. Just for what we saw yesterday, it's just making up my head spin. In my head, it's just like going and asking myself, wow, I was just dreaming all night long. OConnect, seeing myself using OConnect, seeing the world using OConnect. You know, it's massive. It's a game changer. Thank you, Lynn, for inviting us, and Rob.
You are.
It's our pleasure. How about, hey, Oliver, how about 22,800 attendees? Was that pretty special or what?
Oh, it's I want to say hi everybody. That thanks for coming out today to RobLynn show, and I want to say thank you. And we are all excited for what we saw, and with our advanced technology, the only web-based technology that you can see on this planet Earth, with all the disruptive features, we are fine.
We are fine is right. That's for sure.
Today was big, Jillian says.
Yeah.
And we got your quote right there. We are fine. There you go, Oliver.
Your quote has gotten around. It's getting some use everywhere. Every country, somebody is saying we are fine.
And this is it. And this is it. This is it. You know, looking at OConnect yesterday, and with the 3 free products that are already in the market, we are fine. You know, the first paid product will soon be in the market in the few weeks or whatever time that's going to come. You know, um, we are there. The only video conferences application that you see out there that, in fact, with all the disruptive features, the single sign-on, no files, no download. Where can you get that? That already is already we have how many thousand that came in yesterday? You know,
22,800.
22,000, more than any other platform out there that you can think about. As is what I saw yesterday, we are ready for the market. For me, we are ready. For me, we are ready. So excited. And Lynn, take it. Let me not talk too much. We still have much to talk.
So we want to see that everybody's greeting you guys. Look at that. Oh, connect. Fire, 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 says Shaheen. He's excited. And Steve Noel is saying hi to both of you. Wait, hold on one second. Okay, back to normal. I think that we got some of them wanting to ask you questions, I bet. But you guys have anything you want to share before we go to the question and answer?
Yeah, so I would just like to touch some of the feature we saw yesterday. We know there are a lot of disruptive features, but just think about the call to action button. That's a massive game changer, especially for those who are marketers. You know, those who are marketers ready. For those who are sitting and said, oh, we want something like this. They've been looking for it for a very long time. And that's, if you look at it, you know, Mr. Mufareh is a very smart, you know, smart guy. For those who still take it for granted, this is something, you know, the solution to our problems is OConnect. You know, there are a lot of times you use different applications and you upload file, you can't even download the file. But now look at how smooth OConnect is when you want to upload whatever size of file and to download it back. Look at the resounding, where you can put any sound you want. Maybe you're having a birthday party, maybe you're having a meeting of certain things, you know, lot of things happening, and you can just put a cold music behind. Whilst you're talking, the music is just keeping you, you know, in a certain position where you can feel like, oh yes, I'm really in the meeting. Look at this brightness of the pictures. You know, look at the screen size. That's what kills me. Sometimes people look at it and they think it's just easy. That is line of code. The measurement of everything is line of code. You know, to even code it where you can even see someone clearer. Those guys in Hyderabad, they are just like something else. You know, we can go through, look at the calculator. You know, you are in a meeting, maybe accountant, and you say, okay, let's just draw this. And one of the things I want to talk about OConnect, it is integrated, it will be integrated to every product in the ecosystem. Mr. Ashmurad talk about single sign-on, which will touch it, you know, but look at it. Integrated, you are having a meeting on OMail, training session on OMail. Where will you go? OConnect. You're having a training session on OStaff. What will you use? OConnect. You know, because you can just have a live training. You are with your employee and you want to say something about each of these products. Why is OConnect so important? Because it is there to have meetings, seminars, you know, and even having display. We're talking about whiteboard. Yesterday, I saw AI in action. I talked to Oliver. I said, have you seen that? He said, yes. Did you see when Mr. Mufareh was like writing Madi Digamo? What did you notice? That is AI in action. Sometimes when you look at whiteboard, those who have used whiteboard before, when you want to write, what do you see? You want to write O, it is crooked. You cannot even write the O very well. You struggle to write. And sometimes it's just, but look at AI in action. The moment you try, you type M for Madi, even no matter how crooked, AI fix the M for you straight away. That is what I grabbed yesterday. And I was like, wow, this is it. This is it. You know, there is just no way you can even gamble with that, because it's just mind-blowing and crazy. You don't type. Whiteboard is about you writing. Take a pen and write. It's not like you typing. You're writing with a pen, and AI fix the number or the value for you. Keep it in a good shape. No, it's just like, what am I saying? Look at the chart. Color coding. You can change them dynamically, change the background of the screen, and you can change the background of the chat side. Different background, different animation, emojis. Crazy. I'll just leave it there because I just, Lord, we can talk about it, but we have to explain it for people to see.
Oh yeah, thank you, Collins. You just blew my mind again with some of this crazy feature. Look at 22,000 plus of us that were in yesterday. The stability for more than 5 hours. We were there for about 6-7 hours. That stability, it was there looking at us. When we started, when you look at the amount of custom, I call us now customer, because we are talking now to the customers. No, it's not more founders. We are not talking to the customers. When they open the webinar yesterday, or Connect yesterday, you saw how people were like, that is like a meter the numbers were coming like it was a waterfall, rain pouring, and the system was stable, no crash, nothing. That stability alone for that was there for more than 6 hours. Mind blowing. Mind blowing. Connie just talk about the timer. Look at that. Look at the timer that was there. Connie just talk about download of documents. You can save it. Then one other thing that I got yesterday was that why the webinar or the meeting is in session, I can be making my note, private note at the site. You know, so tell me which corporate office will not, which corporate office is not going to get it? That I'm in a meeting making my private note at the site on a notepad or on what, whatever. This is something that was like, then we have text to speech and speech to text. This is mind blowing. For me, what I saw yesterday, we are ready. We are ready. The performance again, the performance. Then, like Colin said, we can change music. Like Goshmita's birthday was there. Ash play Happy Birthday. The emojis were just coming up. The design of the emojis. The style. You can in your event. You can do whatever thing you want to do with your event. This is
How about the
really sick. Wow that were there with the advanced technology that was there that we used AI again on it. In fact, the best and the best and the best of it. That, and as I said before, is the only web base. It's the only web base that you can see in the market. No file, no download. You will not see that anywhere. Only in Onpassive. That's why I will say we are double fine. Please take it from there.
How about sharing a video that's crystal clear, like going to a movie theater? Are you kidding me?
Oh my God.
Sharing a video, sharing music. It sounds like we were in a theater.
It's a multi-giant. It's a multi-purpose, multi-purpose functionality. Collins on mute.
If you look at the layout, Rob just said something here. Comparing to other, we're not even comparing, looking at what we have used in the market. By the time you want to share video, what did you notice? The speakers slide to one side.
Yep.
And you can just share your video. Slide. That function is crazy. It's not easy to code. To slide it to one side and then display whatever you're showing, the music and the video, and you can talk at the same time while the music, it will not even interrupt what you are showing. We listen when Dr. Soa was talking and the advert was just running behind close to the screen. And and it keeps all they found that they are just still in their square box, measured precisely, and then in another square. So there is no distortion of the image, the people you view. And what happened when they stop it is slide them back to the middle, and everything is so beautifully done. Where will you get that? Mr. Ash is a perfectionist. It's just a game changer. I don't see anybody when OConnect will hit the market, people will cry. Like Bro Oliver talk about what? We're talking about the volume performance. Yesterday was one of the time where we really look at it. We said, yes, now we are ready for the market. The world will know us that there is a big sheriff in town because we hit above the mark. The other ones, how many are they? How many participants will you see in one platform? It's not up to 20,050, calculated 20,050, and it's dead. Start to kick people out. But now we're talking about 22,800. And by next week, I know we'll be hitting 50,000 because the capacity is there. But what they're doing is just open it bit, fix it a little bit, tweak it a little bit, open it again. And this is what we will see. Onpassive is coming in a way. And why we are having this capacity? Because we have a data center. We have a data center. We have a big database that can accommodate all of this. Mr. Ashmara talk about pictures uploading. So for instance, I can change my picture on ONET or my profile on ONET name. What will happen? It will update OConnect immediately without me changing or go to all the several applications because of what single sign-on and the single database, global database, multi-database singing into single database, update the single database, and then push it back to all the application. That is crazy. So this will make our life easy. Think about it as a business person. If you are a businessman, where will you go? It's Onpassive. Why? Because you want single sign-on. No, but a lot of people don't keep. Just imagine you go to work today, you have 20, 50 different applications, and you have to sign onto that application. By the time you come back from your weekend, you forgot most of your password, and you have to call support. Please, can you reset me again? Can you do that? But now single sign-on is coming as a game changer. One login, and you will have access to all the application. One update, and you have all the application updated with your name, your profile, and everything, your pictures. Is that not beautiful? This is something that is so valuable in the market, because time is money. Time is money. The time you use to log in, to do certain things, things that are not useful, now that time will be saved to do your job efficiently and effectively, with less, what will happen? Profitability will hit most of the business, and they want to make their business profitable. Where will they go? Onpassive, because we have it. We have the magic. The magic key is in Onpassive right now. Thank you, Rod.
And you know what'll be some of our greatest ads or a media blitz is a company's doing an OConnect, and the guy that's doing the OConnect is in his mail, typing with someone else at the same time. That's what's going to happen. And someone's going to say, well, what are you doing? Oh, I'm in my mail right now, or I'm in ONet right now, or I'm getting ready to do an Academy. It's just going to sell itself to the world. The heavy lifting is done. Sit back, relax. It's coming. It's here. It, like you said, Collins, it's market ready. Oliver said the same thing. I guarantee you Vincent's going to say the same thing too.
Welcome to Vincent. And we have the background. I give it to you in WhatsApp if you have it.
Yeah.
You can
I'm doing now.
You cannot, that's fine. But this is what Marty has to say. He's saying, Lynn, I'm in bed watching our program, RobLynn Live, on a 60-inch television, chatting with Ash. He said he will watch the recording. So isn't that nice?
Good stuff. Good stuff, Ash. We hope you're feeling better. Get better by the day, brother. We love you. Today was awesome. Humongous.
Today was epic.
Epic. Another milestone. Another new top. Ash, you're over-delivering again. Unbelievable.
As usual.
I'm not excited, Oliver. I'm not excited, Collins.
He's calm.
I'm calm, right?
I'm super excited. Really super excited. Honestly.
Yeah. Uganda, he's saying everything about OConnect is a wow factor. Customers are going to enjoy and get addicted. Let's talk about the addiction factor, because I think that is a big deal. Addiction. When you go into OConnect, you just want to linger. You don't want to leave. It's so beautiful. Would you guys agree on that?
Well, true, Lynn, let me just take this part. OConnect, when you are a viewer, you see in the front end. Imagine if you are the admin. What did you see? A dashboard. The dashboard is just crazy. When you log in, what did you see? Those who come as customers or users, when they come into ONet, activate the ONet account, as the host. What do you see? So you can manipulate, you can change, and those you give them co-hosts, what will they see? They will see different functions, things that they can do. The dashboard, the chart, you can see the chart telling you maybe number of participants, different things that you can use, to change the background. It's just crazy. Yesterday, I looked at it, I said, my God, you will never get it in any application. Never. You will never get, no application you will get it. But Mr. Alfred gave you the access to manage everything within a platform from your own dashboard. Give accessibility to to things, and we're talking about a lot of functionality that will come, which we have heard. But we know they will enable it bit by bit, and OConnect. I don't call it a webinar platform. I said this is more than a webinar platform. A video conferencing, with AI driven and functionality that are there, they're just crazy. It's more than. Honestly, it's just like we can't be grateful to have this. Honestly, at this time of the year in the market, and we now are designing, reshaping the internet space, showing the other company, big giant, that this is how we do things. This is how we do things. Give people what they want, and they will give you what you need. Give them. Mr. Ashra is giving them. He's giving the customer. This is what you want. This is what you need to do your business effectively. I'm showing you the way. We are like the light now. Catch us if you can. When Mr. Ashra used to make that statement, catch us if you can, it means we will provide the users with what they need, so that they will also give us what we need. You give us something nice, you give any customer something nice, there is no way they cannot come. We have the value of our product. We have what again? The market price is affordable, as Oliver always said, affordability for value, high value. So never you compare our value with our affordability, because it's just like I call Onpassive. Onpassive, we said it's not a charity, but honestly, if you look at the value Onpassive is providing, it's like a charity. It's not all about making money. It's about making people happy. That's Onpassive for us.
I can ask Mr. Mufareh about the cPanel. Maybe Vincent, could you explain what the cPanel is for OConnect? Because that's what we get as hosts. We get control of the cPanel, which you don't get with the other competitors, right? With the other companies. So maybe you could explain it in layman's terms, Vincent.
Okay, the panel is like something other people, when we are connected to OConnect, we can see all the participants. We can also see all the event people are connected, and anything, all the functionality and features we can use it in OConnect that other competitors, they don't have that. Even we can use it for multiple events, birthday, anything, because when we are in OConnect, for instance, we have a feature like yesterday, Mr. Ash showed us, you can clap someone. If Colin says something, Oliver says something, and we are happy, we can use it to clap Oliver and say, this is what Oliver done. So there's something maybe blowing in mind that some we don't have it. If you go for a birthday party and that would say happy birthday after finishing singing for happy birthday, we can clap the person. We can use it for different events, like, okay, happy birthday, we can use it for saying happy birthday, or those so many events. So it's mind-blowing, something like we haven't seen it before, and then it's coming. I've been using different company, like similar to OConnect, those years, from years to years, they keep changing. But up to now, no one have compared to what we have in here, especially the cPanel. But they don't have that. What we have, they don't have it. So something very big and then massive that our competitors cannot compare to us, because OConnect, the way they build the OConnect is built to every single event in the world. Every single event we want to organize, you can use OConnect. They are not limited. And then also the participant, the performance, like Oliver said, performance, all this is mind-blowing, because there are something that we have done it that they don't have it. The competitors sitting there, they can't compare. So the technology is there, the features are there, and then also the crazy thing is also is a stable, like people are saying, something like stable. Yesterday we were more than 26,000 people, but it's still stable. And then people were still connecting to it, they can work on it. So something is mind-blowing. It's mind-blowing, OConnect. Yeah, we haven't seen. And then this is not finished yet, because we're still working on it. So by maybe next month, something we'll see. People is amazing. So we will not have a word to qualify OConnect, because the technology, in terms of features, in terms also of even security, because the way we do the OConnect, you cannot connect it to it just like that, because we need access. If you don't have access, you can't go to it. And then also we are security, in terms of security, it was the best so far. So I'll leave it there.
Yeah, my brother Vincent just touched security, and that was my next topic. And let me take it from there. When you look at Onpassive, you look at OConnect, the AI alone comes with its own security features. You know, single sign-on is own security. Look at that. This the database that Ash talked about. That, as Collins also mentioned, that will have a one central database that when you update or you edit whatever thing that you edit, picture, your name, your profile, automatically edit in all the other countries, states that can afford that database, and that is secured also. So our security with Onpassive, you know, look at what happened yesterday. 22,000 that came in yesterday. You know, that tells you that our multi-region cloud data center on-prem and the cloud, the hybrid fluid is, in fact, we are in the position that, like Mr. Ash said, with the inflation that is coming or the recession that is coming, a lot of company will come in. A lot of company will come, all the bottlenecks that will no longer be there, because it's going to be affordable. You know, it's going to be affordable. They are going to have most companies are going to make more money to give bonuses, to give pay raise to their employees, because the affordability, all the bottlenecks like licenses that you go to the other providers, they'll say 1,000 people or 100 people, you pay licenses for this. Imagine a company with 50,000 people, 20,000 people. How much are you going to pay for licenses? The subscription fee. All those bottlenecks that the other tech companies make money from the other companies is not going to be there anymore. The affordability, the security of it, our data, your data will not be it's not going to be out there. They will not sell your data to anybody out there. You know, the advanced technology that we got alone, that is around, you know, zero. We are going to have zero failure because of our backups of the system, backup internet, backup power. You know, so tell me who will not come to OConnect? Who will not come to OConnect? You know, who will not come to OConnect? The timing, the timing also. This is the best timing. We are getting into the market that is the best at the best of the time that one who can get in. That 22,000 yesterday, 22,000. 22,000 is OConnect. That is the magic. And the system was stable, the stability, the performance, everything. You know, Ash was like playing with it. The color change, the color move from this, show us AI whiteboard. The system was there. People were coming in, going out, coming in. The system, people were logging in from different continents, from Australia, from Japan, from Africa, from Europe, different devices, from Mac Pro, from iPad, from name it. The system was still there, looking at us. For me, we are ready. OConnect is ready. What I saw yesterday, we are ready. The market, we are going to blow off this market with OConnect. I don't see anybody that is not good, that is not going to call, that is not going to come to you know. It's the wow. And OConnect is going to be the game changer. You can use it in your party, like Colin said. You can use it in your party. You can use it in any event that you want to. Play any music that you want to. Tell me. You know. No, we are really fine, and we are ready to hit the market, to blow off the market. Seriously. I might want to have my family reunion or family conversation. I use OConnect.
Yeah.
I use OConnect.
Thing with OConnect.
You know, anybody can afford it. Anybody can afford OConnect. It's there for anybody to use it. personal people, for personal use, companies, everybody is affordable. Take it from there, Rob.
How about, not to change the subject, but that light show? Come on, man. That was beyond belief. I've never seen anything like that. Did that hit the world? You know, people were filming that. It had to have been. There was every camera facing upward, looking at Onpassive, looking at OConnect, and how OConnect is connecting the world. Nowhere else, like you said, all of you guys have said, nowhere but Onpassive will you have this. And as Marty says, throw your dreams in the trash because the bigger dreams are here. And he's right.
And Alex says, fire, 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 fire.
Exciting time.
Then when you look also the high volume of data that OConnect is going to consume, from pictures, from videos, you can connect it to YouTube. It's only Onpassive can do that because we have our own data center.
Click of a button. Click.
Tell me who is that customer that will not want to come? Who is that company? Who is that CEO that will not want to come and buy? Like if you go to the other provider, they have meter. The more data comes, your meter is climbing. It's going up. That's how the money that's how much you're going to pay. Onpassive affordability. Yeah. It's only in it's only OConnect, and it's only in Onpassive that you can get things like this.
Yeah, that's the reason why Mr. Mufareh decided to come with data center, is because of products like this. You know, Academy, OConnect, OMail, most of those products, you know, they are just really, you know, they are heavy products with heavy data, a lot of data, big data. That's where they come in. But when we look at OConnect, like what Vincent and Oliver just said, the data, you know, we know sometimes we look at it as single meeting. When you look at the concurrency, do you know how many meetings running simultaneously in a day? You know, so someone is having meeting in Japan, there's another person having meeting same time in another continent. You know, you can have millions of meetings, and each of those meetings can hold, let me say, 26,000 participants. That is massive data, load of data. Some other products, sometimes when we look at other company, when meetings are running, people think like, is that particular meeting consuming it? That's why people are dropping off. No, it's the concurrency of meetings that are running, bringing a lot of traffic and data. So sometimes it can collapse and making people fall in like flies from the meeting because of the number of meetings running concurrently. That's why Mr. Mufareh used the word concurrency. So you have 26,000 or a million. Say we are now on this panel. Say let's consider this as OConnect. We are here 26,000, and another person hosting another meeting for 26,000 participants. This holding another meeting for 26,000. The same time running simultaneously. What happened if you don't have a system that can handle that? What will happen? The system will shut down. Traffic, load balancing. They're talking about this. I think Vincent will talk about this. The traffic, the data center, the servers. If your server doesn't have a way of controlling that traffic coming, when one server is full, you know, it pushes the traffic to another server, it pushes it to another server, and then push it to data center. They call it load balancer. If you don't have it, what will happen? Your system will collapse. So yesterday was a proof of concept that we already have everything in place. And we can say authoritatively that when we enter the market with that concurrency, Mr. Ashraf sought the concurrency first before looking at the load of one particular meeting. So yesterday we were looking at ourselves in one meeting. Imagine when it will open to the world with millions of meetings at the same time. What will happen? Our data center is there to cater for this volume.
Look at the money.
We get it. Look at it as a single product, and then multiple users running meeting across the globe, because they will come. They will come. 20,000, 15,000 here, maybe 5,000 there, maybe 900 here. Everywhere. You cannot stop them not to have their meeting. So they've looked at this, they said, we have adapted this system so powerfully that we have, Mr. Ashra told us, we have unlimited concurrency now. Unlimited concurrency. Now what they are looking at is the participation, the participant, number of participants, the hostage for one meeting. And soon that particular one will move to unlimited. So unlimited concurrency, unlimited hostage per meeting. Think about that. It is mind-blowing. Think about that
Thank
for
you.
1
Thank
second.
you. Thank you, Collins. Yeah, Collins mentioned about load balancing also. And also, what I would like to add, what Collins said, we have also the database underlying all these our products, because the most important is integration of the database. You can treat for OConnect to OML, from OML to ONET. All this is the integration of the database. So the technologies on passive is working. The tech guys, what they build, what they did is massive. Massive. You can the integration from one product to another. So they have done that this through the database. So we as end users sitting here, we can see what is going on behind background. But the background, what they did, the job they did is massive, because they're trying to integrate, because every single product we have, like OML have his own database, OConnect have his own, and then we have also OML, all the product, every single product have their own database. But what Onpassive did, and then they haven't done it anywhere else, we have integration. So they integrate all this database to one single big database that we can switch from product to product, and then they all working at the same time, like Warren said just now, simultaneously, all are working perfectly. And then also at the end of this, the best thing is that is the performance, because if you're trying to connect to a system, when we go to work, you're trying to connect, then you're not getting, it's taking too the time. People are frustrated. Oh no, since this morning I'm trying, the system is too slow, I can't get in. This is the performance. So you come to that point, and then we see that this Onpassive are sorting this thing out, so we don't have that issue. Secondly, the capacity, like Colin said, right, we started maybe 300, we went to 26,000. Very soon it will be unlimited. So this is capacity is also sorted out there. So so everything slowly we're trying to fix every single issues we have with OConnect. So OConnect will be the best product so far. And then is it the best product so far? Because the technology that we have it, no one have that before. And then also in terms of even the artificial intelligence, other company now they realize that what OConnect have been now is too far, because most company now they're trying to talk about artificial intelligence system, but we have done that, and then we are even above what we should do. So for that, the game is over. We have done in terms of technology, we have sorted out. In terms of even capacity, performance, we all done it. Even security, like Oliver mentioned just now, we also done it. Everything is done. Even in all this single product, they are all secure, and then the security single sign-on is there also. They are all secure. So we not worry about Onpassive. Most of our product, they are standalone products, and then they are very powerful products, and then nothing to worry about. Our most of the product here, we don't have to worry anything. So the integration was done very well in such a way that if you switch from one other, you don't realize that you have changed even system, or you have changed one product to another. It's perfect, powerful performance. So this is so far so good. Something we are looking for it for long, but we have it now in Onpassive.
Yeah, let me also take it. Let me also take it from there. When we talk about web-based application, this is what we have to get it. OConnect is the only web conference application that is out there that is web-based. You cannot download a file. There's no download. There's no file. It's there. Onpassive is going to be that medication for all video conferences on this planet Earth, for now and for tomorrow. We have artificial intelligence in OConnect from scratch, not patching, not that they'll come and add this. No, it's embedded in it from scratch. So the security is secured already. It's secured. You know that your data is with Onpassive. OConnect is safe because AI alone is playing his part, taking care of everything. You know, then Come again, the single sign-on, we are talking about it when I'm over talking about it's part of the security I'm talking about. The SSO, the security of OConnect is the one that is blowing my mind. Because with the advanced technology that all the other parts that are coming, the features that are coming in are all coming with that, with their own security. They are coming with their own security. We are at Onpassive, or OConnect is at that position now in the world. I don't see any. There is none. There is none. There is none on this planet Earth that I see with that human touch again. That is in it. I don't see any. I don't see any. 22,000 plus. The system was stable. Performance perfect. Efficiency, you can not even talk. Ash was like playing and going up and down, changing colors. You know, we are there looking. The numbers were climbing at the speed of about 100 miles or 200 miles per how many seconds. The system was there looking at us. It did not blink. That would tell you that our advanced technology, we are the highest level of performance, the height of performance. What I saw, we are fine and we are ready to get with what I saw last night. We are ready to go to the market.
Yeah, I will just touch. I know Oliver touched about the single sign-on integration, which I just want to highlight that one of the most difficult things you can do is integration. System integration is massive. It's one of the most difficult things, though we are saying it like that. It's so hard to do it. To integrate OMail to OConnect, OConnect to OTrim, OTrim to which one we have again, ONet, and more to come. Everything will be integrated with a single sign-on to make our life work easy. Whatever we say it's simple, no matter how we say it's simple, because people treat Onpassive as a single entity. What I always advise founders, I say, you know what, just step a little bit backward, zoom in, treat that product as individual product, and then look at it as, measure it with what you think is in the market. If you think about OMail, look at mailing system, treat it as individual, you will know how massive each of those products are. You see how massive it is, because sometimes we, the founders, we treat it as one. Oh, it's Onpassive. No, don't treat it as Onpassive. Step a little bit back, treat each product, call them by name, and then start to think about, oh, how many do we have now? OConnect is coming. That is 4 products, 4 solutions. I don't want to call it product. 4 solutions integrated together with a single sign-on. It is 4 solutions because each product is a standalone, as Vincent said. Each product is a standalone product. Treat them individually. That is when you start to appreciate Onpassive. And there are times that people will be telling you, I'm using OMail. My God, they don't even know it's Onpassive product. There are a lot of companies who use their product. You don't even know who produced that product, the solution. But people will look at it like, founder, we already know that, oh, it's Onpassive. There are a lot of customers who come in, oh, which mailing system I'm using OMail. Oh, I'm now on ONet. Some of them will not even mention Onpassive. They will see it as a standalone product within the ecosystem. And that's how they will come in. When we start to treat it, that's how Onpassive, you'll see how massive. And yesterday, when they interviewed the engineers, what did they say? They said they'll keep on working, improving. As Vincent said, the OConnect, and I think our CEO said it, what we've seen so far is even rubbish. Wait when they open everything up. Because what we're using one system to log in. Now that it will come out where you can log in with the control panels and everything, that's when you will see how massive OConnect is. The beauty, the power of web-based video and audio conferencing now in the market, with the more than the capacity that we already have in the market. Nothing can beat OConnect anymore. You can use, as Vincent said, for anything, any event. Is it marketing event? Is it maybe party? Is it music, shows? Everything is there for everybody. That is how our CEO always look behind and said, How do we provide solution for everybody? How do we provide something for everybody, not for a certain class of people? And then others will be struggling. Oh, I don't have this. How do I make this work? Oh, this is. So he's looked behind and said, I want to make it for everybody, for everyone in every continent, both cultures and whatever. Sometimes, cultures sometimes hinder our human progress. But they look at it and say, okay, how do I bridge this gap? Culturally, educations, everything. Mr. Ashmufra look at all of those things and put it and said, all right, I've put everything for everybody. Go there, look at yourself, and just go. There is something for you in there. In OConnect, you have it. In OMail, you have it. In ONet, you have it. There's just a lot. If you start to look at this product individually, go functionality by functionality, you go mad. Yesterday, I was looking at OMail. I almost go crazy. I saw things that I've never taken my time to look at it. With Peter Rogers, he said, Collins, are we going to do it tomorrow? I said, yes, sure. Let's show the founders what OMail is all about. And we'll talk about OConnect. Because there are things that every day when I go, I discover new things. I say, my God, we have this. I'm not using any other thing. I'm always on the ecosystem, jumping from ONet to, because where do I go again? I already have it. So it's just crazy. It's just crazy.
Oliver, you are muted. You are muted.
I'm sorry. Yeah, coming to compliance, I just saw my brother Tony he wrote something about compliance. Onpassive is the only company that I've seen that has gone through the compliance process all over the world in about 200 countries. There was one time, that's 1 year ago, our CEO, Mr. Mufareh, told us that the legal team is working to make sure, and they were on 196 countries to comply. I didn't see. I don't know any other company. So we are complied to all the other countries on this planet that we know. I don't want to touch some other products. I don't want to touch some other products that some new products that are out today that they didn't comply, but we comply. OConnect is that medication and is that solution that is going to heal all the sickness in the tech industry and in the companies. They'll come OConnect, they'll come and buy OConnect, and OConnect will solve all their medication. Is that medication from security, from compliance, from performance to stability, advanced technology that we got. OConnect, we got it. I will leave it there.
In case you guys didn't know, we are the hunted. We are no longer hunting anything. We are truly, as Ashes said, he said it was going to happen 2 years ago. I heard him use it. Well, one day we'll be the hunted. One day people will know your names. That time is here. It's now. The public is in for a wham. I'm not going to say it. I said it last night. Wham, bam. Thank you, ma'am. But it's game, set, match, over. Onpassive. I'll try to simmer down.
Yeah. So I think we've really, game now is on when it comes to OConnect. The game is on. Game on. We've seen it, and I know there are still more to come when they will still enable a lot of features. Yesterday, look at the chart. My God, I look at it when they enable it. Look at the Q&A section. It's just really mind-blowing. The color coding behind, you can easily identify everything. And then just imagine when we will upload our pictures, because I said it is for real people. You cannot be fake in OConnect because you have to provide everything real, and you will see yourself, managing everything, hosting your own event, using it, OConnect is everywhere. It is the centerpiece of every organization. How do you manage something without having meeting? Think about when there was COVID. And people now, a lot of people work, they are just hybrid workers. A lot of people don't go to the office. So this is the time. I remember when Boris Johnson was in Prime Minister of United Kingdom, they interviewed him. He said, you know, after the pandemic, he said life will never be the same again. We will never go back in the old way of doing things because we just have to move ahead, because life have taught us that in any eventualities, people must adapt and open to changes. And now technology is what is at the heart of it. A lot of people were working using, you know, meetings and everything, and it will never go back. That is it. There's a new way. So imagine OConnect, as Oliver said, is coming in the right time, where a lot of companies now, they are working hybrid. You call someone, you interview the person. What is happening? Online. Everything is just online. And then if you tell the person you come into the office, the person says, no, I'm not coming. You know what? I just want 100% remote or 1 day in the office. And if you are working remotely, what do you use? Video conferencing, because you have to attend meetings and all of those. So imagine the peak, the time that OConnect is coming across the globe. You know, it is massive, massive, massive. People don't need to go to the office again because of this, because of what we have now. So OConnect came in with every functionality that business will need. Every functionality that any business across the globe need, we have it in OConnect. You know, the time lag is, yesterday when they were talking, we look at it, there was no lacking behind. You know, nothing was really shaking, nothing. Everything is just there. So when Oliver is saying it is massive, Vincent is saying it is huge, it's because when you zoom in, you know, a lot of people don't even want to hear office base again. They just want home. And home, you know, OConnect is our office. We'll call it the virtual office, where you sit and you have your meetings every day, 3, 4, 5 times a day, connecting to OConnect. You know, sometimes not 1 day meeting, you have meetings and meetings and meetings and meetings and meetings. Sometimes I call Oliver, how many meetings? No, I'm just jumping to a meeting now. Now I have to jump again. Where is Oliver? Oliver is at home, but he's still working with, oh, Vincent, I'm in a meeting. Collins, I'm in a meeting, you know. And that's how, where do you go? It's virtual connectivity. OConnect is coming as a game changer. And most of those applications, most of them, they have used all these applications. We have used them all. Every company you go, they use something. They use something to connect. So we have used it all. But now we've never seen anything like OConnect. We've never seen anything like OConnect. So it is just massive. It's just massive for the industry. Massive for the industry. It is just right time to bring in, as Oliver said, this is the time we have to go, because we have looked at it from back. Yesterday, I was just like in tears. I said, God, something is happening here. Am I dreaming or am I really seeing? I was just like in trance. I said, am I really seeing something here? Or it's just, I called Oliver, called Vincent about 3 times. I said, are you really seeing what I'm seeing here? Because it is over. It is over. It's just over. So beautifully done, honestly.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank you,
then
Collins.
okay.
Sorry, Oliver. So OConnect, this 2023, I think, is the year of OConnect. So because OConnect is going to change the world. So the OConnect is, so that's what I'm saying, from this year, 2023, is the year of OConnect, because it's going to change the world. And then it's going to change the way we do things, because OConnect is also a solution for the whole world. It will not only for Onpassive, it will be the whole world, because something that a lot of people were waiting for it so many years, but now we have OConnect, and then OConnect is the solution for, or answer of some people, what they were looking for or what they were waiting for. So OConnect, even when you look into OConnect background, look at the background, it's so beautiful. There's nothing even to compare. Just the background, you're not going even deeper or anything else, but the background, when you see the background, is very attractive and very beautiful. So this is where the things start. And then it's like Oliver said, it's a web connect application. So You don't need to download, or my computer is slow, I can't download, or this. No, you just go to the web. As far as you have the internet connection, you have a good internet connection, and then game over. You can do whatever you want to do with OConnect. You don't, and everywhere you are in the world, every continent you are, you can connect to it. Even every country you are, you can do it. So it's very powerful and very simple to do it, very simple to connect to it, very easy to do it, and then the beautiful of the background, everything. So when even you see the background, you tend to even to go to it again because it's very beautiful. And then it's even when you are using the OConnect, you are happy. You see people like interactively, like you are Collins is sitting in front of Oliver is sitting. I can see Lynn. It's like you are seeing people face to face because the high definition is great. If you look at all this, when you see people there, you see, no, it's like you are sitting with people face to face, and then you are talking to people face to face because every sound, anything, every little thing coming behind you, you can hear from the meeting. So you have to be somewhere. If you any little noise, you'll be in there. So everything, it all connect catch everything. So that's something that is so beautiful, amazing, something we haven't seen that before. So the technology there, if we're not even talking about, if we want to add all the technologies, all the features, there's nothing to say about because OConnect at the moment we haven't seen anything yet because it's like nothing for the time being. But what is coming is greater than what we have seen at the moment. So Oliver, I'll leave with you.
Yeah. OConnect 2 is going to come. I know. Remember what Ash told us last time, the swap technology, that you're in the office, you're in the office, you want to move, maybe you want to, it's time, maybe you have a doctor's appointment, you can just swap it to your phone, drive, and you go. It has that feature also. All the companies that have worked for the past how many years, they have more than three video conferences application. Why? Because this one is not that good. This one is not good, they go to this or the next one. This one is not good, they go to the next one. But guess what? With Onpassive, everything is in OConnect. Companies will save money. Any CEO want to save money. Any CEO want to save money. Why should they have more than 3 video conferences application? Why? When they can have one that is affordable, high performance, the security is there, the stability is there, and it gives them what they want. It's only in OConnect, Onpassive, that you can get it. It's only in Onpassive. Like Colin just talked about working from home. Hybrid. I don't see any company that today that they don't work from home. I don't see even online grocery. People do online grocery. People use Zoom to communicate with grocery stores, use other applications to communicate with grocery store to make their order. Because they want that they should show them this, show me this, show me this. OConnect comes in then also. Because when you look at it's as if you can touch it on the screen. Because I can even see the pulse of somebody's body on OConnect. Yeah, that's how that's the beauty of OConnect. And I'll go again. Perfect timing. We are now in the market at the point at the time that is highly we are going to be in high demand. We are going to be in high demand. The text to speech and the speech to text. Only OConnect can give you that. Only OConnect can give you that. We are ready. We are fine. What I saw, the market, I know people will be rushing to grab OConnect. People will be rushing to grab OConnect. Yeah.
Okay, what about people who say, watch out for competition? What's going to happen when the competition sees OConnect? What's going to happen? People are kind of nervous about it. Can you reassure us?
Lynn, Connie just said something about value. The value that OConnect and Onpassive is bringing on the table. Remember, Ash mentioned to us last time that value is the magnet for wealth. The value that OConnect is bringing and any other Onpassive product, there will be no match. I don't see anybody that is going to complain. Nobody. Nobody. We are not talking the talking, we are talking and walk the walk. That is OConnect and that is Onpassive. There's no competition out there.
There's no competition. Baby.
Yeah, that is, we are more than way above competition, because if you've been seeing things and you've used a lot of product out, you will know that there is no competition. And most of us here, I think we've used products and services out there, and we know sometimes you struggle to even use them. But because you don't have alternative, you don't have choice, you complain, but you are still there. And what is happening? These companies, they are making a lot of money. They don't care about your feelings. If you don't want it, quit. They don't care. Others will still use it because there is no way. But now, Onpassive have just raised the bar that we will provide value. We are not talking about money. We are talking about giving value to others. You know, Oliver just touched text to speech, speech to text. Most other web-based application doesn't have that. And we're talking about speech to speech. I was still talking about speech to speech. What happened if you're speaking in Japanese or you're speaking in Swahili, the system pick it and translate it straight away. Or you're speaking in English and then it translates it. That is speech to speech. Translation. Real time. You know, it is coming. So who can beat that? Who can really beat that? We are looking OConnect, right? Just imagine when you integrate it, the other big product coming, Academy. Where will you record your lectures? Teachers who want to teach online, do things, or those who want to give a lot of value to the community. They will go to OConnect, record it, and then upload it to Academy. You know, for those who want to come and study online, what would they do? Everything will be done through OConnect to Academy. So OConnect is massive. You can hold your online lectures, whatever you want to do, real time, and you can record it the same and plug it into Academy. So Academy and OConnect is just like brothers and sisters, or you can call it they are all sisters. And then what again we talk about when you be doing stuff again. Remember, we talk about admin. Last time our brother Bob asked about the administration when we will be administer our data center, you know, lectures on how to use some of those products. Where would they do it? OConnect. And they'll upload it to Academy. There are training courses that people, those who want to use products and services, they will come for training. I think we'll have all of those training. The company will provide all those training. What will happen? It will create other opportunity, avenue of opportunities in there. We have products that people have not taken note. We're talking about OConnect. ONet. How many of us founders have looked at podcasting? How many of us have looked at blogs? The blog. To podcast is not a free product. Go and look at the price out there. You have to pay. You have to pay. I checked some of the price you have to pay, but we have it for free. Sometimes the founders doesn't make use. It's like you have something, you know, you have something, but you don't really see the good. But I bet you customers who come in, those who want it, they will make use and become multi-millionaire in Onpassive just for podcasting and you call it blogs. You know, they will make it there. Free product. You know, last time we did it in Heroes, I think people were just like crying. I did sample of podcasts. I said, look at it. I messed around with it, and everyone, until you guys were there, everyone was blown away. Blown away on what podcasts can do. I messed around with the blog. I said, look at blog. Those who are good bloggers, go in and write something. Do something. Onpassive is what? Is traffic will come there. You don't need to go and tell people, come and look at my blog. It is already exposed. and know how many millions of people will go and see your blog, how many people will see your podcast. That's for OConnect, a free product, giving you all this for free. Mail is more than a mailing system. Then we're talking about OConnect. OTrim is even a wow factor. Give you the geolocation of where people, number of clicks. How many of us have played with that? Free product, giving you all of the access, having a little bit of tracker within OTrim. Geolocation and clicks, you can see it, monitor the devices and where people are coming from. You know, marketers will die for it. You know, those who want to look at it, is just crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. And now this OConnect, yesterday my head was just, as Maddie said, if you are not ready, don't come to his live show because your head will spin tomorrow. Maddie said it here. He said, because I cannot sleep, that it's just like I'm still thinking, you know. All right, I just want to throw this out there.
Okay, thank you, Collins. Yeah, you mentioned something that I would like to highlight as well, because part of OConnect meeting when Mr. Ash is speaking, because we know that most people, they don't speak English. Some people speak English, but some people, they speak maybe French, Spanish, any other languages. So it makes some time, I know from French community, they have someone to translate for them and trying to explain what Mr. Ash is saying. But with OConnect, all this is over. Game over, like Colin said. You put your speaker on, everything Mr. Ash is saying. If you speak French or you speak Spanish or you speak Hindu, it will come to your language straight away, so you will understand. And then you know what is going on. You don't need someone being the middle person to translate to you, or this is what Mr. Ash is saying, this is what Mr. Marty is saying. Everything will be in your local language, and then you will understand perfectly. So you go, so OConnect is mind-blowing. You see, thank you, Collins, to remind us as well, because we'll talk about that. But this is a great, great, great plus that anywhere we can, any language in the world is in there. And then Mr. Ash has thinking about that. So you can translate the meeting to your own language. You don't need anyone and someone to interpret, or Collins will come and Collins explain his English, explain to me in French, or explain to me in Spanish. This, no, it's over. So everything will be there. You just sit down and then you listen. Mr. Ash is speaking English, or Collins saying something in English. I do understand French. I can understand directly from French. So this is something we haven't seen it before. OConnect have done that. So this is a plus, and then the great thing that we haven't seen it. So it's good to highlight that as well. Thank you, Collins, for that.
You guys are proving that sleep is way overrated. Ash is up right now. He's going to watch the replay. We were just told by Marty a little bit ago. Marty's up. He can't sleep. He's in front of the 61-inch TV in his bed. There's people around the world watching RobLynn live. We're getting an average of 1,400 to 1,600 viewers a day after we finish. So this is going to spread like wildfire, and the information you guys are sharing with us is it's blowing me away. And that 1%, we don't know 1%. Sorry. Well, I mean, we're talking about 3 free products for thee and me. One product that's going to blow up the internet, this OConnect. And we haven't seen the other 40 some odd that are coming our way. 1%.
And as Marty says, think about it. If there's a webinar at noon in the following languages, boom, it's freaking over.
100% true. You know, languages, you know, it's a barrier. When I was looking OConnect, and you have most of those middle translation where somebody is speaking, as Vincent said, what if United Nations decide to use OConnect because of the language translation, speech to speech? What if big conferences where they are looking at you're hosting hundreds of thousands of participants, all speaking different languages, and English is the main language where the host is using to communicate? You know, what will happen to the rest if they can't understand you? Will you find hundreds of millions of translators? No, OConnect is there, is the solution to that. Because the moment they plug it in, straight away. Pick your geolocation, or you can just select your language, and it's there straight. You can just listen as if you just listen to someone speaking to you. You know, my God, it's just like what we call it biblical is that the day of the Pentecost, where they were speaking one language and people hear from their own tongues. So OConnect is the day of the Pentecost.
Leaving the others behind.
Yeah.
Only dust is behind us. It's as Marty said a few minutes ago. He said about 3 years ago, "Gee, this is big." I remember him saying that this is big. This could be really big. Well, now he's changed that to this is massive. And our movement, our collective movement of Blitz 4 plus Ash plus all the tech teams, there's no stopping us now. Absolutely no stopping us now.
Right,
Yeah.
and Marty said he downloaded a file live in 10 seconds. I did the same when we were on the webinar. I downloaded that PowerPoint. It was fast. And now I
Yeah.
have that file forever. I didn't have to ask anybody to send it to me after the webinar. It was just right there at my fingertips. It's beautiful.
Honestly, to download a file live, especially when things are running for 10 seconds, in 10 seconds, is mind-blowing. Because remember the volume of data we are talking here, number of participants, they are all datas. And then you're downloading a file, speech to text, you know, the volume, the audios, and you can easily download the videos. It's massive amount of data. And you can just click within 10 seconds, you download a file in a web-based application, web-based video conference application. It's difficult. It's just like very difficult. The code behind, I always said the coding behind how they, you know, they come about this to do this, you know, at a short possible time frame where we have a powerful video conferences that mankind have ever seen. OConnect. It's a game changer. It's a game changer. There are applications you cannot even download files. You cannot. After the meetings, you cannot even, you still struggle to download the file. But OConnect is giving us that simplicity. The simpler the application, the difficult it is to build. But the harder you can use an application, it is simple to code behind, because the code is simple and they make it difficult for you. They don't have time to give you everything. But when you use an application so easy as OConnect and all the Onpassive products, they turn it, they flip it for us to see what is running behind. Honestly, we'll go crazy. We'll have nightmare.
Well, obviously Ash is not sleeping. He's stepped in here in the chat. Ash, you're supposed to be watching the replay, not live, as Marty told us. But we're glad you're here. We're pumped. You've pumped the world up. I mean, you got 1,400,000 people already that are not sleeping. What was shared today, 22,000 plus, 6 hours worth. I could have sworn I was still home when this happened. You said they want us to go about 2 hours. Well, I guess you blew that out of the sky for sure.
We went several hours today, right?
Several hours. Close to 5, 6.
I think so, yeah.
So Ash, you are stacking the cool. We keep stacking the cool along with you. It's amazing. Amazing. Marty's up. You're up. Chris is probably up. I tried talking to him a little while ago, but he was tired. Ash, I told you we are going to own the internet. I was wrong again. We will own IT. What do you think of that, boys?
That is the truth.
That's
the IT. That's very true. We will not own only the internet. We'll dominate the IT sector. Dominate. Because honestly, most of the big giants, they are shivering now. They are shivering. You know, when they were talking about Onpassive, they were like, you know, boastful and, you know, oh, we are tech giant. Then now Onpassive is doing something, you know, like when you want to cause a shock wave, what do? You shake it from the bottom and then it explode like this. That's what Onpassive done. We shake the water from the bottom. Nobody see it coming. Shake the water from the bottom and then create the wave. And now the wave have just burst up in flame. And now the whole world is seeing, what am I seeing like this? What is happening? You know, and that is the beauty. When Mr. Mufareh said, we will walk quietly, we will not go out, we will take it step by step. We will either do it or die. If we spoil, we cannot, if we build it and you don't like it, we will redo it again. When we create a top, we will create a new top. And Onpassive is creating a new top every day through Mr. Mufareh and the tech team. These guys, I don't know what they do. They sleep, they breathe Onpassive. And when you look at employee, I always go back to the employees, you know, sometimes they need little motivation. And that's what Mr. Mufareh is doing. Give them the motivation, because ask yourself, they work 16 hours. Sometimes they don't want to go. They want to achieve. What is behind that? What is Mr. Mufareh doing to them? Is simple love. Show them that they are part of the family and they will do it for you. If you enter your own house with the muddy shoes, don't expect the visitor coming behind you to remove his or her shoes. But when you show them the way, you know what? They will take it and run with it. And this is what the tech guys have done. They took the idea and they said, Mr. Mufareh, we will run with it. We will do it or die with you. We are ready to die with you. And that's why we are seeing them. They don't want to go home. They want to sleep in the office and build it. It is for their own generation. Sometimes we look at it. They are writing history. They are making their own history, where one day their children's children will say, my granddad was one of those who built this solution that make the world go crazy. That's what they are doing. That's the beauty. It's not about work again. It's about commitment. You know, it's about loyalty and commitment. You know, we have something we call in Scrum value. We call it commitment. We call it focus. We talk about loyalty. We talk about trust. There are 5 values. And if you don't have that 5 value, you cannot work in any IT sector. If they don't trust you, you are gone. If you are not committed, you are gone. If you are not loyal, you are gone. You must have this value to be in. And this is what these guys have shown us today, that we are committed. We will listen to our CEO, do it with him, and die with him. And that is where the trust comes. They are ready to go beyond what their expectation. And honestly, some of these guys, they've grown in Onpassive. Not only Onpassive build them, empower them, and give them the spirit to build, because the freedom of working in such a magnificent company is there. That's it. That's why we are seeing what we are seeing. Commitment, loyalty. You know, that's it. And trust.
All things Ash has told us right along from day one. Loyalty makes us family. This is one big family. We're one big team. We're a massive movement, and we're one Onpassive. Thanks, Ash. Wow.
Yeah, look at OConnect being integrated into Academy with AI whiteboard. With AI whiteboard that is in OConnect, integrated in Academy. That is one of the biggest platforms that we can think about. With the auto translation, this is a product that everybody on this planet Earth will use it. Online education with Academy and OConnect integrated into it. People will be in Africa, they will not travel anymore. Tuition, no more high tuition to pay. You know, you need just your laptop and internet, you have your education. You know, with OConnect, AI whiteboard, auto translation. Tell me, these are the value that Onpassive is bringing to the world. You know, the medication that I'm talking about, that Onpassive is going to be the medication to all the tech industry. People will use it. People will rush to us. OConnect alone. The power that OConnect is going to bring, the first paid product that Onpassive is going to bring into the world, OConnect. Advanced technology. That stability. That 22,000 that I saw yesterday, I'll keep talking on it. When we got in that meter, the numbers were just jamming. The numbers were just coming in like something. I was scared that maybe 10,000, 20,000, 15,000, 16, 17,000. But the system was stable. 5 hours, 6 hours, the system was still there looking at us. Did not crash. That stability alone, for me, it was game over. That stability alone. Then single sign-on comes in. That security that we'll keep talking about, I will talk about again, people to understand that single sign-on that comes with its own security. The AI alone that comes with its own security. Everything in Onpassive comes with backup. Zero. There's zero tolerance for failure. Not failure. Who will not come to us? Who? You save money, no bottlenecks anymore. Like Colin just said, that most companies now is hybrid. You use OConnect, you like it or not. You use virtual VPN, you like it or not. These are our products that companies will use because no company trusts your home network. Virtual comes in. OConnect comes in. These two products will sell like wildfire. A lot of companies will come. That loyalty, that value that Onpassive is bringing to the market. That value that Onpassive is bringing to the market. OConnect, the only web-based application that you will see in the market today. The only web-based application that you will see today in the market. As I'm in the meeting, I don't need to be writing, taking notepad, my book. Look at me here, because I'm in meeting, I'm writing. No more. I'm just there at the corner. I'm taking my note. I'm taking my note at the side. When I saw that yesterday, I was like, wow. I don't need to. I just need just my laptop. I'm done. With OConnect, I can travel to Europe. I work. I use OConnect in all my meetings. Go to Africa. I work. Use OConnect in all my meetings. Birthday party. We can do our birthday party. OConnect will sing you the music that you want from birthday, happy birthday, like what Mr. Ash did today to Goshminda. Then we'll have again a call to action button. That one also was like, where am I? So in fact, the upload of document and sharing of document also, these are features that in fact OConnect has come to, in fact, as a game changer in the market. And I'm seeing people, they rush. Like I said last time, that is going to be the Good Friday. I think those of us that in America will understand what is Good Friday. OConnect will be that Good Friday, that it will be everyday Good Friday. It will be everyday Good Friday. The calculator and the timing. There are some people in the meeting, they want to dominate in the meeting, talking. They just time you that you have 1 minute to talk. Bam, the timing. And I want to thank Auntie Lynn for that when he introduced that, Mr. Ash, bam, introduce it immediately. It's only in Onpassive that things like this, that Mr. Ash welcome ideas and implement them immediately. changer. That's stability. There are a lot of stuff that we can talk here about OConnect. It will be than Kingdom Come, but proud to be Onpassivian, proud to be in this journey. And today we have 3 free products in the market. Colin just talk about podcast in ONet, only in Onpassive products that you can see. Compliance, we got it. We should not be scared of compliance. It's there. Security, everything in Onpassive with our advanced technology secured. That one, no panic. No panic. With that human touch also in it. AI with human touch in it. Onpassive will not fail, and OConnect will not fail anybody. Companies will not have 3 video conference application anymore. They will not. Tell me which company that can handle 22,000 at this moment that we are talking. I will not crash. Tell me which company today. I'm in meeting. People are complaining. This product is this. This company is this. This company, you know, they are saying that we should call for help desk. I was just laughing. Call help desk for what? It's the application. Help desk cannot solve anything. It's the application. But Onpassive has come to solve that problem. One, OConnect is done. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Oliver, to mention about so many of our products. So today I will say, Mr. Ash said, we're not going to own the internet, but we're going to own the IT. So I will just add in a bit about that and then explain that the reason why he said that. And then there's a good reason for Mr. Ash to say that we're going to own the IT, starting from OConnect. OConnect is a communication tool. So in IT, communication tool is very important. So one of the tools we're going to use to say that we hold the internet is communication, OConnect. So OConnect is one tool for our communication side. And then we can add it even OMail. There is also messaging, just add to the communication side. When you go to education, we have Academy. Academy is for education purpose, but they are all internet IT products, but IT product, internet IT product of Onpassive. That also great. We have also Blitz for charity. Then our charity is IT product. Also for Onpassive is Blitz. So which is also one of the great products for the internet as well. We have virtual for security reason is another IT product. So we have our security. If you want to go to virtual private network VPN, we use virtual, which is also a great product. So this is what I'm trying to explain the reasons, and then that why we are owning the internet, because we have every aspect of IT, every domain of IT, we have a product to show that this is what we are doing. It's great. We have also ONet for networking. So the world could be one place. It's like one village. We have ONet. Also one of the great products. Collins mentioned about that. Colin explained about also all the beauty of Blitz. We have also artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is our robotics developed by also this great part that are Onpassive developed to use in the IT sector, artificial intelligence. So this is also one of the great reasons that Mr. I said we're going to hold the internet, because we have all those. There are so many of them we can not mention. We have also our big data center. The data center is like the house of the whole IT equipment. Everything we are doing in IT could be everything. So we have that, and then we have a great capacity that our competitors, they don't have it. So that's the great thing that Mr. Ash also have done. So that why Collins also mentioned, or Oliver earlier, why we don't have these performance issues. We don't have that because we have a bigger data center. And then the data center, we have also multi-region data center. And that multi-region data center we have also clouds area, and then we have on-premise. So we have everything in IT. So anything concern IT, Onpassive have it. And then we have it also in the best way in terms of performance, in terms of scalability, in terms of also all the IT, in terms even of capacity, everything we have it. So they make Onpassive well, that's why Onpassive is going to own the internet, because we have everything. And then in the best way, it's not because we just have it. We have, and then it's the best performance, and then the best of the world, and then the great of the great. So far, so good. So in all aspects, even in terms of the database, we have several databases that we integrating all them to one product, so that the product we can switch from OML, like Oliver was saying just now, OConnect to Academy to ONet, OML. So this is also great of using all aspects of IT. So if Mr. Ash is saying that we're going to own the IT, that's the great reason to say that. And then it's right to say that, because all this we should have it to own the IT. We have all the potential is there, all the tools is there, all the capacity also is there, all the system also is also there. So even this is the little I mentioned, it's not even it's like 1% of our product I said just now. So Onpassive is the great, and then it's going to own the internet.
And let me see, I'm trying to show the hat. Onpassive is lit. That's for you, Mr. Kamal. Muhammad Kamal, we are totally lit.
There you go.
There we go. Okay. Obviously, technical difficulties in St. Petersburg. We are lit. Ash, today was milestone. It was epic. It was another new top. I don't think this is going to end. I think there's going to be another new top, another new milestone, another new epic day. And I'm ready. And it is time to rumble. That is all.
Yes. So it's just to come in, when Oliver spoke about a lot of stuff, and we're knowing that it will never stop here, as Riley said, Onpassive is an IT. It's a global IT company. What do? They continue to build and develop in every sector. They will build until we drop dead. Onpassive is not coming. It's here to stay. Ms. Ashfara said, quitters never win. That's how it is. So you are already in, so you will win, because that's Onpassive. They will do it the Onpassive way. We have everything, what it takes to build one of the best solutions you can ever imagine. Once you think it, you will do it. That's what Ms. Ashfara always said. And the best brains are all in Onpassive. That's where you can get them. The best thinkers, those who can think and bring something out of nothing, and something that will wow the world, they're already there in Onpassive. So the only thing we can do is just be grateful and thankful that we are in such a company called Onpassive, because the world is about to know. They already know, because you can see it from different companies that are out there trying to do something, trying to patch, because time is not on their side. But can they catch us? Like people have been calling, oh, you've seen this. I said, just forget about it. That's all patching, and one day they will crumble. Because for how long will you keep on patching? We have the base. Everything is there. It's set. We are just a million miles away. Million miles away. You cannot catch it. You cannot even form it, because from every little component, every little structure in Onpassive is a thoughtful process. It's not just overnight. They didn't think it overnight. It takes months and years to arrive to where we are today. So do you think you can just get up overnight and do it? It's a lie. You can make something just to drop it to confuse the market. But what will happen? The application will crumble. You can't stand it, because when they will come, the test of time. We've seen a lot out there saying artificial intelligence, this, that. but their system wasn't built, wasn't designed for that. It's like you build a foundation and you say your foundation will take only 10 stories. And the next month you said, I want to make it to carry 100 stories. It will never work. Put 2 more, the house will collapse. But Onpassive came in with a solid foundation. The airport is so huge because we know the plane that is about to land is already there. You know, it's a thoughtful process. Before Mr. Mufareh got up in the morning and said, we have to use artificial intelligence, he knows what he is talking about. He knows if you put a solid foundation basis and you put all those right thinkers around you with the mindset, they will build something so powerful and so magnificent that will really shatter the world. And this is what we're about to see, because it's there. Sometimes people panic. I say, you know what? I can't be panicked because I'm already in the industry. I know what is happening inside. Sometimes companies sell products that doesn't exist. We've seen it. They sell it before they build it. And what will happen? They will rushly build it, do something just to tell the customer we are on it. But that's not the Onpassive way. We give value. We provide value. We say the truth about everything that is happening. We are transparent in everything that we do. So everything is just straightforward. You know, Mr. Ashmora will not come up and tell you, oh, we have this, I'll give you tomorrow. No, he tell you it's a thoughtful process. We are working on it. Give us time and you will see the best of the best. And now we have started seeing it. We have started seeing it. There are people who come in and they said, wow, we've seen OConnect. I know there's times that people go in, you can know them. They write, say, oh, this product is this. Some of them, maybe they are customers because they got it and they are in. I say, yes, you are complaining and you are using it. Thank God that you are in and using the product. So we are grateful for that, you know, and it is just mind-blowing. And it will only get better and better and better and better and better. What we are saying now, give it 1 year, you will turn back and ask yourself, what is this? Is it a joke or what? Because it will only get better. The new top will come, new functionality, new features, things that are already in the pipeline. You know, maybe what we'll even see, they've already started it 2 years ago and they'll just implement it straight away. You know, it will only get better and better. That is it, Lynn. Thank you.
Yeah, then when you look into Onpassive and you look into OConnect in particular, when you look at yesterday in Bush Khalifa, that laser, OConnect, the marketing department, they did a wonderful job on that. Then when I saw people, the connection from countries and people, you know, that was mind-blowing there also. Then when you look into Onpassive from all angles, we are starting as a, I don't know how I can call it, you know, only the Bush Khalifa alone, 2 floors there, and then look at that train station. We own everything in that train station, even from the ticket machines, the staircase going up. You will not miss it. When I was watching, I discussed with Colin that I was watching the conference in Dubai, and on the 13th to the 15th, I said all those people will pass and see Onpassive. That is the heart. Dubai, UAE is the heart of technology. They were there, and they will see. They will go to the mall. They will see Onpassive. You know, and look at our tech guys. We've even forgotten about the labs. About the labs that we have the 3 free products in the market. Then OConnect is coming now to dominate. OConnect is coming now to take the market. Good Friday every day, every second. You know, and look at our website. When I look at the website, go to my links and all founders. The website are still coming out. Despite all the heavy duty work that is going on in Hyderabad, those guys still squeeze time to work on the website. It changes every week, 2-3 times a week. You know, and I'll keep talking about the AI whiteboard. That one is something that on OConnect that is like I don't know, and the integration also into Academy. This is something that by the time you want to write 3, it has already finished the 3. You want to make a cube or a box, you know, it has, you know, it knows what is knows what you want to write. It predict what is in your mind and it gives it to you. It's like, see, in security also AI that predict future attack and in-house attack. You know, nobody can penetrate us because we are, like Colin said, we have AI from scratch. We know our AI is not the one that they patch. AI from scratch, only in Onpassive. By the time any other tech company want to get us, we are going to the next stop, according to our CEO. Yeah. Not only in IT, we will dominate in everything, every aspect, because you will use our product in every blessed thing that you want to. I just talk about virtual VPN. My company don't trust my home network. A lot of people do hybrid. If you do hybrid, you attend meetings. So they shoot the VPN on your machine. That is all virtual. That is all virtual. O tracker. Look at O-Trim. O-Trim is there integrated with you know, with O-Tracker. Only in Onpassive we can get this. Only with Onpassive that we can get this. I want to thank everybody that today has been, yesterday was a day that I finally said the word I always use, that we are fine. I finally said we are fine. Because with what I saw with OConnect, we are ready. That stability that I saw with OConnect for more than 5 hours, the system did not blink. With the high data that will be coming in also into OConnect, the videos, you know, that people will be displaying the parties, that people will be, you know, that high data that will be flowing into OConnect. Only Onpassive can have it, because we have our own data center. Affordable. Only with Onpassive. Thank you, guys.
Okay. Thank you, Angeline. Thank you, Rob, for inviting us today for this great time. It is always a good pleasure for us to be here, because when we talk about Onpassive, we are talking about my family, because now Onpassive is part of our DNA. So when we are in Onpassive, we are happy to be here. Thanks also to our CEO to be here today. It's also great to see him, not sleeping this time. Thank you, Mr. Ash. Thank you, big great brother, Mr. Marty, for also being here with us. Thanks also, Tech Pro Brothers. And thanks to all viewers everywhere you are in the world, everywhere. We love you all. Thank you very much, and God bless Onpassive.
Thank you so much.
And I would say, on behalf of Lynn and myself, thank you, Ash. Thank you, Tech Team. Thank you, OTech Pros. Thank you, 230 some odd folks that joined in with RobLynn Live so far. Many more to follow on the replay. Thank you. On the replay. It's been a grand day. I don't foresee any sleep here at our home this evening, and I don't care. We're going to the new top. Onpassive OConnect has arrived on the scene. So thanks again, everybody. And we'll see you real soon. We will be back here for day 186. That's 186 consecutive days. Mañana. So stay tuned. And we were proud to be the first update, or first recap, as it's called. Recap. And look for Marty at noon with a recap. Look for Redfern at 11. That's the time I believe is posted. So tune into those guys. As Marty said, boom, baby, boom. So thanks again, everybody. We'll see you soon.
Thank you all. It was a great.
Thank you, OTech Pros.
We
Appreciate you guys.
We enjoyed having you here.
Thank you.
Come again. Thank you.
Thanks.
Stay on, okay? When we leave, stay on. We'll take a picture. Thanks.